Okay, this is Amy's. I said, I, this is not really mine. No. And neither is this mine. And neither is this mine. Because somebody who asked me for a list told the store that they put everything on the list that I needed from the list. And the reason I'm not doing that directly with the store is because I don't have a credit card. And clearly I don't, because not everything on the list is here, and there are some things that are not on the list anymore. I changed the list 6 times before I received the delivery. And that's because I don't afford the threatening that you're not responsible for yourself's mental problems. You are responsible for your mental problems, and I'm just here for myself. You can't just say you're just here for yourself. You're not myself. You don't know who this soul is because you don't understand your threatening problem, and you don't go into jails and prisons on the points that you're threatening myself. I know you don't hear it because this is the end of all time. I'm not going to start with you at this time now. I don't need it either. If you don't, neither do I. But I need to heat up these 3 all at once on this baking sheet. And this is a pizza tray. I ordered it for these pizzas right here. But I was expecting more pizzas. And I got instead this. And it does all fit in the freezer, like it was all in the freezer, but I'm about to take things out of the freezer for dinner for tonight. What else I don't want? I don't want this. Well, I liked the first 1 or 2 of them I ever had, and then it didn't taste right to me anymore, so I don't like that one. And I don't know if this one will turn out okay or not. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I would have to try this one again to see if I like it. But I was supposed to get pizzas. So that's what's wrong with the list. I have too much Marie calendars and not enough pizzas. Well, for whatever reason, they're not here. So this is what I'm going to store overnight tonight. And then I have some things I need to throw away for tomorrow. So I have Amy's, and I'm going to put these 3 on this baking for a pizza. And that's not really what it's for, but that's all I have here from today's delivery. But I have an old pizza tray right here. And I put the new pizza label on the old pizza tray right here so that you could see what it would look like and how no one would buy it in a store. Neither would I. So, what else? Bradshaw. I'm not going to speak about Bradshaw unless it's urgent. And it's urgent that I speak about Bradshaw never. Bradshaw is deceased to me, and so is this karma that I have to put up with what you are, because otherwise I'll get nothing. And you would give me something better than nothing because you're charging me as though you gave me nothing, and you don't know who you hurt. Okay, there is such a thing as that, but I'm deceased. Are you sure you still want that for yourself? Because I am deceased right here, and I am whole. So what is my need to consume that you are that way? Because that's you saying that I'm not even here. You don't know who you hurt because I'm not even here, but you don't have a life that way. Well, that's how you got illegally alive, is you don't understand alive, and you don't have alive that way, is me being alive here and making it recorded that you are not alive that way. So you're alive that way, you don't hear it yet. I will have to say that elsewhere. So I need to put these on here and heat them up, but I think I would eat 2 of them, not 3. And that's what's me, I'm going to need to throw something out. We'll see, maybe I don't need all of this one because I don't know how the noodle will turn out. So Amy for Amy Garriga. Oh, I made a video about Amy's, and I said no, I didn't want to eat it, and I threw it out. And I got more Amy's, and it was psychotic. The person who gave me Amy's was psychotic about it. You're only getting 3 Amy's, and that's him trying to talk over what he's doing for me. And I'm just going to say it right now. Whoever sent me this Amy's is due in jails and prisons with the person who delivered it, because that's why he talks that way. Well, I'm not just going to say that I think you're alone in the wrong, and then I find something else about you that you don't believe at all. I'm going to say the reason that the person who paid for this with a credit card is talking to me the way he does, which is, you're only getting 3 Amy's. It's not too many, and I don't want any of them, is what I told him. But it's only 3, okay? That's him talking about the delivery person, agent, who would bring this and not know that I don't want them. So that's true about the whole list. Whoever's delivering the whole list doesn't know what I want and what I don't want. All I know is that they're not here and I'm alone in the apartment right now. Well, you have that problem. You don't know where I stay. I'm gonna unbox everything. So this is the Mexican casserole. Did I just molest you? I molested myself. I know what it is when I eat it. I don't need the name of it so that I could call it like that I'm asking for something food specific from God. So I have a list. I'm sorry about that. A little bit of a list right now. The instructions say to take the plastic off. I can see why. The plastic is, this doesn't go in the, any kind of heat. So I'll take it apart. Okay, I just opened the bag. And there is, okay, I'm holding the bag underneath the bowl because there's some cheese on it right here. And I don't want it to drop on the floor, but it's pretty much too close to dropping on the floor. I didn't drop anything yet on the floor. So this goes in the garbage. And I just wanted to show that it still has cheese in it, but now I can't because I'm going to drop some of it on the floor. Like if I do that, okay, I'll try and show it this way. There's cheese inside of here, shredded cheese, and I don't want it. If it drops on the floor, I don't want to clean it up. So I did something wrong. I put the inside of the plastic into the Frito-Lay container, and it goes in here. And that's because I asked for no Amy's, like ever. And now I could get Amy's at any time because I said, no, I don't want them, and I'm going to get something I don't want and have to eat it. Do you know what that means? Because I'm deceased right here, and I know what it means to me. Nothing. I mean, if you're going to count that I'm not getting what I want, I may as well get what I want, right? Okay. Pesto tortellini. I did it again. I just molested the food itself, but something went wrong with the box being thrown away. So is this enough food for dinner? Because I can make soup. And then, I don't know if that would be enough. I just ate a bag of chips that's really not enough. It's just for the emergency hunger I was having. So I'm looking at the food differently, like wondering how much I need to eat for dinner. Should I make 2? I'm thinking of making 2. 3, I think 3 would be an unnecessary roughness on myself. So the tortellini, maybe hold off on that. The cheddar bake, okay, this is what I'm going to open. Here's a tab that you can pull off the Amy's, but it does this kind of damage to the box. So that's Amy's being not that nice. Amy's is not that nice. And I don't know them this way. This is another bowl. So it goes into the oven for 40 minutes. What about foil? This one have to put foil on? Oh, I almost dropped that on the floor. So I don't have someone to do this for me because I want to do things for myself. But these are not my shopping motions. I used to do this shopping and cooking all myself. It was not a big production, but it wasn't going anywhere until it was homeless. Then I was doing fine. Yeah, but nobody would leave me alone about it. Remove foil. Okay, I don't have a foil on that one. No. This one, you don't have to have a foil for this one. Okay. I'm going to open it over the sink. Yes, I made a mess in the sink, but it's in the sink. Okay, this is the cheddar bake. It looks like that. Hopefully nothing comes off the bottom. Let me try and clean off the bottom here. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one's supposed to have foil over it, and I don't have any aluminum foil. And whoever ordered the Amy's for me that I didn't want, he didn't send aluminum foil extra for the instructions on the box. So I'm just testifying about that myself because I don't have a way to verify that as you. I'm God right here, and the God that's over there watching any of these YouTube videos. I know you cannot verify that I don't have fresh aluminum foil from the store. I don't. I am testifying. So, that's why I'm going to open this one anyway, because I don't know how that is going to turn out with no aluminum foil. This one you also have to cover with aluminum foil, so I'm going to leave it on the baking sheet with no aluminum foil. Okay, I got it. This one I think will come out clean, but let me open it over this thing. Okay, it looks good. So that's the... Okay, I'm going to lift up the camera. This is what was in the sink, dropped over the sink from the plastic wrapper that was over the food. And this is what the food looks like. It's one dish too many for me for dinner, but I'm heating it up because I have no aluminum foil for this one or this one, and this one does not require aluminum foil in the instructions. So what's the temperature that I have to set it at? I'm going to put it in first, and then I'll set the temperature. 375 is what I think I read. I'm going to put it down to 325. That's what I use for Marie calendars. Let me look at the box here. Preheat oven to 375. Remove overwrap. Cover bowl with foil and place on a baking sheet. Okay, there are instructions here that assume that I did the shopping myself, and I have somebody taking a list from myself, and it was multiple lists, and then I had somebody else who carried the food right to the door. I know, because I don't know who is the carrier of the food right to the door from his motor vehicle. Remove foil. That's not happening. Okay, so I'm going back in the garbage here because I'm looking at the temperature. Here it says 375 again, but the cooking temperature is off because I don't have the delivery done by myself, so I don't actually have the cooking temperature accurate. This is 400 degrees, and that's too hot for me. It will possibly set off the smoke detector. I don't want to set this off with cooking. Or this one. It could sound off and then I don't have a way to turn it off. It's possible this would turn it off, which is the button right here, but I don't want to ever touch it. No, I don't. I'm like, press it. I'm sorry, I did just touch it on the camera, but I don't want to press it in. Yep, I'm the overlord speaking. I make small mistakes because I am myself, and I don't afford this karma right here, which is garbage from yesterday. I don't have that taken out, and it doesn't all fit together in one garbage. So this is going in here, and it will be thrown out this way. So how many minutes? That's me going back in the garbage again? Yep, because I don't remember. That's because you didn't donate this to myself because I'm God deceased here. And it is for myself, affirmatively to myself. So, okay, 40 minutes. Remove foil, bake for 10 to 15 more minutes. Let sit 1 minute, serve. So this takes over an hour. Okay, how about just an hour? And what about these? Bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Bake for 40 minutes. The other one is bake an hour. Well, the cooking times are different. Okay, well, let's say, how about How about 18 minutes in the throttling? And then I have to turn this down, but I can't because it's homeless. I have a homeless condition. I don't actually have cooking times on Amy's. And I tried to tell the payee that I am not able to prepare the Amy's because I don't have the foil. And it's true, I don't have any of the karma. So the time now is 6:30. So the food will be done at 7:15. 7:15 in the money. That means I'm cooking for somebody else and I'm going to eat it. I heard Charles Toe say this once. A woman has two mouths. Yes, but he's not here to say that with his mouth anymore. I don't actually eat for you because that's your cheap way of insulting myself, that I am none higher than me to myself, but to you, I'm just one more mouth to feed, huh? Well, we're in Scream, but you're not supposed to live in Scream because you have an identity that is, something that you want to keep. That you think that you're, I don't know, above and beyond somebody who's around yourself. Do you think you're over everybody who's not yourself? Do you think you're over everybody who's not yourself? Does everybody think that? Does everybody say, I'm over everybody who's not myself? I know, but you can't stay there because you don't support a live of the public so that you would see something you call everybody. What happens when you're alone with God? Well, it looks like you're going to come across yourself being alone with God in the afterlife. And right here, he's recording what he is here, and when he's in the afterlife, you'll be reviewing it. That what you are and what's your identity in alive, that will be known in the afterlife. Well, if you were going to hide it in public, it's true that God formed the public. That is himself. He would say that. I have something of a heart condition over this shopping list problem because I am below the threatening that I could shop for myself because you don't actually know who I am yet because you are yourselves in a knot, K-N-O-T, knot of your own identity. You don't have it that it would come out of a knot and you would know who I am. It's by design that you don't at this time because I find you in contempt of myself and you can't have a meltdown in front of me on my time. So when are you going to get it out of your system that you are not allowed to mistreat myself? That's you needing to threaten yourself that you're going to jails and prisons when it's unacceptable to treat me the way you plan to treat me. Ahead of time, you put yourself in jail and prison. That's how all of you are not nice. All of you are not in jails and prisons together. The people that I've seen around myself or known around myself in public. It's true I don't afford you as students in schools. I don't support you. I did die alone. I don't have anyone that I would give you something for free because I am myself. There's nothing free about it.